You are currently consuming financial guidance that was never engineered for your specific bank account.
Think about those viral budgeting hacks you bookmarked. Most were probably authored by influencers earning triple your current salary. Consider that investment masterclass you heard. It was likely built for a net worth you haven't achieved yet. Even the standard save 20% mantra is a mathematical fantasy for the millions struggling under modern inflation. But what if the very habits making you stable now are actually the ones that will keep you broke later?
Here is the quiet reality of building wealth. The tactics that serve you at one milestone don't just become less effective as you climb. They frequently turn into active traps.
Success at $35,000 requires a mindset that can actually stall your progress once you hit $75,000.
The rules that help you thrive at $75,000 can transform into heavy anchors at the six-figure mark.
You have likely sensed this friction before.
The foundational advice from your early career starts feeling hollow and irrelevant as you grow, yet nobody clarifies the exact moment the game changes or what the new rules are. This breakdown explores the precise shifts required at three vital income benchmarks: 35,000, 75,000, and 100,000 plus. We are avoiding generic platitudes here. These are calibrated blueprints tailored to the specific limitations and advantages of your current tax bracket.
If you have ever felt like you were prioritizing the wrong financial levers for your actual life, not some hypothetical version of it, then this is your map.
Your paycheck dictates your strategy. Strategy must evolve at the same speed as your income.
Stop applying a billionaire's logic to a worker's reality, and let's start with the ground level facts of earning $35,000.
At this specific earning level, your monthly take home after the government takes its share is roughly $2,500. That is your entire world. You have to squeeze rent, power, groceries, fuel, insurance, and every miscellaneous life cost into that narrow box.
I won't sugarcoat the difficulty. It is a grind. Every cent carries a weight at this level that high. Earners simply cannot comprehend.
A $200 engine light isn't a minor annoyance. It is a full-blown crisis that triggers a domino effect of missed bills and predatory interest. Strategies here aren't about fine-tuning your portfolio. They are about survival and building the bedrock for your future.
Your absolute first mission is creating oxygen through a starter safety net. Forget the standard advice of 6 months of living costs.
That is a distant peak. Right now, you just need 1 or 2 months of survival cash in a liquid account.
If your core needs cost $2,000, your target is $2,000 to $4,000. This pile of cash is your impact shield.
It is the only thing standing between a flat tire and a debt spiral that could steal years of your life.
How do you actually build this when the math feels impossible? You must automate 5 to 10% of your pay immediately.
At $2,500 a month, we are talking about $125 to $250.
Schedule that transfer for the morning your check clears, before you even see the balance. People tell me they can't afford this every single day.
I realize how heavy that feels. Yet, a strange psychological shift happens when capital vanishes before it hits your wallet.
You adjust. Your lifestyle naturally shrinks to fit the remaining space. Small, mindless leaks in your budget get plugged because they have to be. Audit your last 60 days of transactions. Identify the digital subscriptions you stopped using months ago. Negotiate your recurring overhead. Ring your ISP, your mobile carrier, and your insurers. It feels tedious, but these conversations frequently unlock $50 of monthly margin.
Kill the services you don't use. These tiny wins create the emergency fund you thought was out of reach.
In 2026, high-yield accounts are offering 4 to 5%. Your safety net should be parked there, growing slightly while staying ready.
Your second mission at $35,000 is a scorched earth policy against high-interest debt. Consumer credit at this level is a wealth killer.
Credit card rates are hovering over 22% right now. A $5,000 debt is eating $1,100 a year in pure interest.
That is your future being burned to pay for past purchases you probably don't even own anymore. Here is the blueprint.
List every balance and its corresponding rate. Choose between the mathematical avalanche of hitting the highest rate first or the snowball of clearing the smallest balance for a mental win.
The avalanche is cheaper, the snowball is stickier. Pick the one you will actually finish. Once that initial safety net is set, pivot every extra dollar toward the debt.
Kill it completely, then use those old debt payments to finish your full emergency fund. The third pillar here is the most vital. You must raise your ceiling.
I know that sounds patronizing. If earning more was easy, you'd do it. But the math is cold. At $35,000, you can only cut so much.
Rent and food have a floor. You can optimize a low salary forever and still die broke because the margins are too thin to compound. The biggest move you can make is increasing the inflow. This doesn't require a total career pivot tonight.
Start by maximizing your current seat, inquire about overtime, volunteer for the tasks that lead to promotions.
Have a blunt conversation with leadership about your trajectory. Most employees never actually ask what is required to earn a raise.
You might be shocked by the clarity of the answer. Simultaneously, build Hive, use skills on the side.
Avoid expensive debt-based degrees. Use free certifications and digital tutorials. Find the skills your local market is starving for and master them during your off hours.
Consider a side hustle that utilizes your existing talents. Even an extra $500 a month is a $6,000 annual raise, a massive percentage jump on your base.
The goal isn't to be the best at being broke, it's to build a platform that launches you into the next tier.
Now, let's analyze the $75,000 bracket. This is a dangerous transition zone. You have breathing room now.
The lights stay on and the fridge is full. You aren't vibrating with daily financial fear, but you are nowhere near wealthy.
You are in the middle, possessing enough cash to build a dynasty or enough rope to hang yourself.
Since this is near the national median, your choices here have the most significant long-term impact on your retirement.
The first strategy at $75,000 is seizing every bit of free capital your employer offers.
If you have a workplace retirement plan with a match and you aren't hitting the ceiling, you are throwing away a guaranteed raise.
This is the only free lunch in the financial world. If they match 5% and you contribute 5%, you've instantly doubled your money before the market even moves.
That is a 100% return. At $75,000, that 5% is $3,700.
With the match, it becomes $7,500. Over a full career, that one habit alone creates a massive nest egg.
Automate this. Let the money vanish before it hits your bank. Beyond the match, fund a Roth IRA. In 2026, the limit is $7,000.
This money grows in a tax-free bubble. Every dollar you put in now is a dollar the government can't touch when you retire. This combo creates a wealth engine that functions without your permission. Strategy 2 is total system automation. At $35,000, you have to count every penny. At $75,000, you have enough flow to build a machine that handles the money for you.
On every payday, your account should move like clockwork. A slice goes to the Roth. A slice goes to your specific goals, house, travel, or car.
Bills pay themselves via autopay. Whatever is left in your checking is yours to spend without guilt.
This removes your fragile willpower from the equation. If you have a bad month or lose motivation, the machine keeps building.
It also protects your credit score by ensuring you are never late. The setup takes an hour, but the payoff lasts a lifetime.
Strategy 3 is the mental shift from $3 questions to $30,000 questions.
At lower incomes, skipping a latte actually matters. At $75,000, obsessing over a $5 coupon is a massive waste of your limited mental energy.
Those tiny optimizations are a distraction from the levers that actually move the needle. Don't let micro savings blind you to macro opportunities.
Stop asking if you can save $3 on a streaming service and start asking how to negotiate a $20,000 jump in your compensation.
Ask if your investment fees are too high. Ask how to raise your savings rate by 1% each year.
These answers are worth 6 figures over your life. Redirect your focus. Track your spending to stay aware, but once the waste is gone, stop playing small.
Focus on growth and optimization rather than trying to squeeze blood from a stone. Now, let's talk about the 6-figure earners.
If you are making $100,000 or more, the standard rules can actually hurt you. You have high income and high options, but you face a unique set of predators.
First, you must get radical clarity on your why. High earners often build wealth endlessly without a target, or they spend mindlessly because they can.
Without a vision, you default to lifestyle creep. You earn more, so you buy more. You upgrade the house and the car because that's what people in your bracket do.
5 years later, you're making $200,000, but you feel just as trapped as when you made $80,000.
Your expenses rose in lockstep with your raises. You have better stuff, but no more freedom. You must define your rich life in specific terms. What number makes you feel safe? What would you do if work was optional? When you know the target, you can calculate the exact savings rate required.
Your spending becomes a choice, not a reaction to your peers. Second, you must audit your investment fees.
Once your portfolio has weight, small percentages become huge dollar amounts.
A 1% fee on 100,000 sounds tiny, but over 30 years at a 7% return, that fee costs you nearly $200,000 in lost gains.
That isn't a fee, it's a house. Many high earners have a wealth manager who just puts them in index funds they could buy themselves.
Unless they are providing complex tax planning or business advice, you are likely overpaying. Switch to flat, fee or hourly advisors to keep your compounding in your own pocket.
Third, you must fight the lifestyle inflation monster. It is insidious because it feels justified.
You worked hard, you deserve the nicer SUV, but the data is clear. Beyond a certain point, extra spending does not equal extra happiness.
A bigger house just means more chores and higher utility bills. The fix: commit to upgrading your life at half the speed of your raises.
If you get a 10% bump, increase your spending by 5% and invest the rest. This creates an ever-widening gap where true wealth lives.
Finally, reevaluate the cultural must-haves like home ownership. At high incomes, you have the luxury to run the actual math.
In many 2026 markets, the cost of interest, taxes, and maintenance far exceeds the cost of renting a similar home and investing the down payment.
Don't buy a house just because society says so. Buy it only if the math and your lifestyle goals align.
At lower incomes, you don't have this choice. At this level, you do. Use it. Across every bracket, the core stays the same.
Keep a gap between what you make and what you spend. Build systems so you don't have to be perfect.
Never stop increasing your value. Most importantly, know what the money is for. Money without a mission is just paper.
Your strategy must match your reality. A $75,000 earner shouldn't be stressing over coffee, and a 6-figure earner shouldn't be ignoring their investment fees.
Be willing to shed your old skin as you grow. If this clarified your next move, subscribe to Winds of Thought and like this video to help the algorithm find other growth-minded people.
I've put together a full masterclass on financial literacy that dives even deeper into these frameworks.
If you want to master the underlying logic of wealth, that is your next stop. Your income will fluctuate, but your ability to adapt will determine your legacy.
You know the rules now. Go play the game.